After playing 6 split army slogs set against sizable sums of soldiers, we finally reached the Part 4 endgame of Radiant Dawn, which is also separated into several parts. Nearly everyone makes it to the Tower of Guidance, except for a couple of losers who are ruthlessly sacrificed for the sake of convenience. Yune has spent some time recruiting more characters to our cause, but Ashera has also been hard at work, and she has managed to recruit every single Dragon Lagoons to fight for her. Our combined forces make camp at the base of the tower, but are suddenly attacked by an endless tide of mindless replacement units reanimated by Ashera for use in suicidal human wave attacks. This immoral perversion of the natural order clearly indicates that Ashera is the hero of the story, and because of her tactic similarities to the strategies of a famous blue-haired lord from a faraway land. Repeated waves of reanimated replacement units rush at us and are cut down before being respawned to die again and again. The situation quickly becomes unsustainable, so we make a plan to attack the tower with an elite force while everyone else stays outside to guard the rear. For the final part of the game, we can only bring a total of 17 units, only 10 of which we can choose freely. At this point, Micaiah is granted her tier 3 promotion, which unfortunately doesn't really do that much for her or for us. This 17 unit limit is rather restricting because everyone left behind can no longer be used or accessed in any way for the rest of the game, which limits your options by a lot. It's generally a good idea to take away the skills and items of any character you don't plan on bringing, because otherwise they'll effectively be lost. We are granted a couple of strong pre-promotes such as Kinigas, Gifka, as well as Renning from the end of last chapter, but I choose not to use them because deploying them will not advance my plan for this playthrough. I sell all of my extra items to get a truly massive amount of gold and start making max forged silver and throne weapons of several varieties. With all of this preparation done, I decide on my final team. 6 characters are force deployed, namely Ike, Micaiah, Soth, Sanaki, Karthnaga, and Aina. Our 7th character is one of the Herons, and I choose to bring Race in because he's probably the best Heron if you don't care about turn efficiency, and I've also granted him up to level 40 for his additional skills. The other 10 characters can be any of the remaining units, and I mainly choose the characters I have trained so far. 7 of my picks are the game's triangle attackers, namely the 4 Pegasus Flyers, Marcia, Tana, Sigrun, and Elincia, and the 3 brothers, Oscar, Boyd, and Rolf. And even though I trained them, I decide not to bring Mist or Heather because I don't think they'll be too useful. That said, for my remaining 3 units, I bring Laura, Shinon, as well as a completely unleveled Leonardo. With these 17 units chosen, I enter the Tower of Guidance to confront Ashera to decide the fate of the world.